A very good morning to all my dear students. Today we are going to start semester number 2 of class 7 of subject science. In semester number 1 we had included chapter number 1 to 9. So the first chapter of semester number 2 is chapter number 10. The name of the chapter is respiration in organisms. Let us have a short introduction of the chapter. We will study why do we respire. Then we will study breathing. Then we will also know how do we breathe. What do we breathe out? We will study the breathing in other animals, breathing underwater, and do plants also respire. We will study all these things in detail. Children, have you taken part in the running race anytime? Okay. Did you observe what makes you breathe faster whenever you run fast? So here we will understand breathing is a part of respiration. Now here we will study why do we respire. In chapter number 2 we had learnt that organisms are made of small microscopic unit called cells. You may be knowing this. So what is a cell? A cell is a small structural and functional unit of an organism. Each cell of an organism performs certain functions like nutrition, transport, excretion and reproduction. To perform the functions, the cell needs energy. Can you guess from where does this energy come from? Okay, whenever you are eating, sleeping or reading, we require energy. So, the food has stored energy. So we get energy from food. The food has stored energy which is released during respiration. So the energy we get from food is released when we respire. All the living organisms respire to get energy from food. During breathing, we breathe in air. We all know that air contains oxygen. We breathe out air which is rich in carbon dioxide. The air we breathe is transported to all the parts of the body and ultimately to each cell. So each cell gets oxygen when we respire. In the cells, oxygen in the air helps in the breakdown of food. So the food which we eat is broken down when we take oxygen in ourselves. The process of breakdown of food in the cell with the release of energy is called cellular respiration. This respiration takes place in the cells of all the organisms. The next one is aerobic respiration. The food that is from which we get glucose. So the glucose which we get from the food is broken down into carbon dioxide and water using oxygen. When breakdown of glucose occurs with the use of oxygen, it is called aerobic respiration. Food can also be broken down without using oxygen, and this is called anaerobic respiration. You need to remember this. So here formula is given about aerobic respiration. The glucose is broken down into carbon dioxide, water and energy, that is carbon dioxide plus water plus energy in the presence of oxygen is called anaerobic respiration. Now what are anaerobes? The organisms such as yeast that can survive in the absence of air, means they don't require oxygen. They are called anaerobes. They get energy through anaerobic respiration. In the absence of oxygen, glucose breaks down into alcohol and carbon dioxide. The formula of this is given. Glucose in the absence of oxygen breaks down into alcohol plus carbon dioxide plus energy. So our muscle cells can also respire anaerobically, but only for short time when there is temporary deficiency of oxygen. During heavy exercise, fast running, cycling, walking for many hours or heavy weight lifting, the demand of energy is high. We need more energy when we do exercise, but the supply of oxygen to produce the energy is limited. That is why anaerobic respiration takes place in the muscle cells to fulfill the demand of energy. The formula is given. Glucose in the muscles, in the absence of oxygen, produces lactic acid plus energy. So, have you ever wondered why do we get muscle cramps after heavy exercise? Muscle cramps means whenever we do exercise, our muscles pain. The cramps occur when the muscle cells respire anaerobically. The partial breakdown of glucose produces lactic acid that we have known in the formula. The accumulation, that is combination of lactic acid, causes muscle cramps. So because of lactic acid, we get muscle cramps. We get relief from cramps after a hot water bath or massage. Can you tell why is it so? Because hot water bath or massage improves circulation of blood in the body. So as a result, the supply of oxygen to the muscle cell increases whenever we get a massage. The increase in the supply of oxygen results in the complete breakdown of lactic acid into carbon dioxide and water. So lactic acid is broken down into carbon dioxide and water, and because of this, oxygen is supplied to every muscle cell of the body, and so the circulation of the blood increases in the body and we can breathe easily. So I hope students you have understood this much introduction of the chapter. In the next video, in the next period, we will study about breathing, how we breathe. Till then, take care. Thank you and have a nice day.